stuck with my crush. Moon Seo-rin looked at Han Yena in confusion and said, "What?" The hallway outside was completely silent. Moon Seo-rin asked again, "Can I do what?" Han Yena blushed. Sweat rolled down her cheek as she stammered, I mean, if Jung Min-jun really is infected with a woman, that kind of thing." Moon Seo-rin was shocked once more. Her eyes widened so much that she did not even need surgery to create double eyelids. Moon Seo-rin said, I am talking about that. Why suddenly that? Why are you asking such a silly question? Han Yena fell silent. Moon Seo-rin suddenly clapped and said, "Ah, so Yena and Min-jun are dating." Han Yena was stunned. "What?" She pretended to not know, then suddenly grew furious like a ghost about to explode. "What do you mean? We are not dating. We are just like siblings. We are simply close like siblings." She stood up and barked, "Anyway, if that guy cannot even date women, that is a huge problem. He would have to live as a lifelong single and could not even have gentle physical affection with women. He could not have children. That is such a terrible life, is it not?" Moon Seo-rin said, Yes. First, please calm down. I understand what you are worried about. Let me ask you one thing. Yena, could you kiss a zombie walking on the street?" Han Yena slowly calmed down and sat. "Ah," Moon Seo-rin continued. "Min-jun is the same type of infected as they are. I do not know if you heard the explanation we gave him. He is definitely infected. So unless curative treatment is developed, you absolutely must not get too close to him. Infection mainly spreads through wounds or blood, but we cannot rule out transmission through saliva or bodily fluids. Using the same utensils or having physical contact is also dangerous. Anyway, Min-jun has a very dangerous body." Han Yena later stepped out of the room sadly. She remembered Moon Seo-rin's words. "I will keep it secret for now at Sergeant Ha Do-hyun's request, but in truth, Min-jun is in a condition where he cannot be allowed inside the shelter. Of course, right now he will not bite anyone, but if he has too much contact with others or shares water or food, it could become dangerous. I strictly ordered him to follow that. However, he could turn aggressive at any moment, so you must always be cautious. If he turns into a zombie, he might be shot immediately. You must accept that risk." Han Yena walked gracefully toward Jung Min-jun. Jung Min-jun stood up and asked, "What did you two talk about?" Han Yena replied, "It is nothing." Jung Min-jun, sweating nervously, said, "It was about me. The doctor said that when we ate together before, it was actually dangerous. Because of me, other people could have been infected. So from now on, whenever I go outside, I must wear long clothes. There is no airborne infection, but I still have to be careful not to touch people directly. So, about that, if you continue traveling with me from now on, you will be exposed to infection risk too. Going to find my mom, I think I should go alone. Of course, it is your choice, but..." Tears welled up in Han Yena's eyes. She suddenly ran, her huge, soft chest bouncing with each step. Jung Min-jun stared, shocked and confused, sweat dripping down his forehead. A short while later, Han Yena sat alone in a corner. Jung Min-jun found her and asked, still sweating, "Are you angry?" No, it is just... You have worked so hard coming this far with me. I am truly grateful. But I am really worried. I worry about you being infected too. And it is safe here. There are many people. You will feel less lonely without me. I said all that because I was thinking of you." Han Yena muttered to herself such foolish thoughts. Then she spoke aloud. "Jung Min-jun, I suddenly missed my mom in America, so I became a little gloomy. It is not because of you, so do not worry. Being with you is not exactly enjoyable, but I promise to help you find your mom. I simply want to keep that promise. That is why I want to go with you. Whether I get infected because of you or not, that is my problem to deal with." Jung Min-jun said, Sorry," Han Yena added. "And thank you for coming to find me today. You must be tired. Go inside and rest." Jung Min-jun replied, "Okay." He walked out and closed the door. Han Yena, sweating, whispered to herself, "Because of Jung Min-jun, I could get infected." She let out a frustrated sigh and sat alone. Silence filled the hallway. A few days later, Hak-chul received a diagnosis. He needed a treatment period of 5 weeks. Kang Hak-chul, leaning on crutches, said, "That was what they said." Jung Min-jun said, "Wow, so you came all the way here in that condition?" Jung Min-jun thought to himself, so before going to the Gangnam shelter, we have no choice but to stay here for at least 5 weeks. When he first entered the Gunja station shelter, he expected strict discipline since soldiers ran the place, but it was surprisingly free and relaxed. Ha Do-hyun introduced, "This is Chief An Hyung-ji. the director of the Gunja station shelter. Before the crisis, he was the battalion commander of the 82nd Mechanized Regiment. An Hyung-ji said, hello, you must have struggled a lot, surviving outside and avoiding the infected. Stay comfortably here. If you need anything, tell us anytime. He was An Hyung-ji, 50 years old, former Republic of Korea Army 82nd Mechanized Regiment Battalion Commander, and the current Gunja Station Shelter Director. Jung Min-jun thought to himself, Chief An seemed very kind, but I heard later, after his wife and children were attacked by the infected, he began to hate them extremely. An Hyung-ji roared, those scoundrels are infected, execute them all. Jung Min-jun thought, after that, he no longer viewed the infected as people. He would order immediate execution even before someone fully turned, so my infection must never be discovered. Since Byong-jun and Soon-ho already learned about my infection status. Bae Sun-ho stammered, is that really true? Oh, Byong-jun only stood silently, his large body trembling. Jung Min-jun continued thinking, besides these two, Yi-na, Hak-cheol, and the professor's family, the only people who knew the truth were the sergeant and the doctor. And because I might turn into a zombie at any moment, one of the conditions for living in the shelter was that I had to be monitored by Sergeant Ha Do-hyun. To make that possible, I had to use the room next to his in the Goshi 1. Jung Min-jun said, this was practically heaven. Hak-cheol and Ye-na even came to stay in the same Goshi 1 building. The hallway was quiet. Water flowed from a working faucet, something precious beyond belief. Jung Min-jun thought, wow, there is even running water. This is unbelievable. If we have nowhere else to go, we could just live here. If the shelter zone gradually expands the way the sergeant hopes, it will become even more comfortable. But, to meet your mom, we will eventually have to leave. He fell silent as memories rose. Sleeping on the floor beside Hanyena a few days earlier, Hanyena had told him, I will definitely help you find your mother. And he remembered the words she repeated afterward. I made a promise to help you, and I want to keep that promise. That is why I want to go with you. Jung Min-jun thought, did I make a mistake in what I said? Since Yi-na was opening her heart to me more than before, I knew we had become closer and more comfortable with each other. But that also meant Yi-na had become someone precious to me. If she were to get infected because of me, or lose her life, I did not even want to imagine it. In another building, Ha Do-hyun explained, at first the shelter area began only at the Gunja station platform, but now it has grown large enough to be divided by buildings. The number of survivors kept increasing over time, so securing additional zones was unavoidable. Jung Min-jun thought, inside the shelter, there were only minimal rules, and the atmosphere was peaceful enough to feel like the world before the crisis. That peacefulness felt strangely unfamiliar. At the Monster MMA gym, Ha Do-hyun said, this is the physical training center. Various training and education programs are held here. Jung Min-jun thought, they operated everything systematically. Physical training, survival education, shooting practice, and more. All males 17 and older were required to undergo a certain period of training and were obligated to perform security or patrol duties. A few women volunteered as well. Bae Sun-ho said, oh right, there are a few more kids from our school among the survivors here. Jung Min-jun asked, really? Bae Sun-ho replied, they are right over there. Suddenly, one of Hanyena's friends shouted, Ye-na! Hanyena jumped in shock. Huh? You are here? Her friend screamed. Wow, unbelievable, what? Yi-na, you are alive? Another friend chimed in. You are the new survivor who came in this time? Hey, remember the day we went to karaoke? On the way home, we almost died. Another girl said, my parents came to pick me up, but I got separated from them in the car, so I ended up here. Hanyena sighed deeply. Seriously, I have so much to talk about. Jung Min-jun thought, they were girls from Ye-na's first-year class. Ye-na had been friends with all the girls evenly. One of the friends looked over and whispered, what? Is that Jung Min-jun? Jung Min-jun broke into a sweat. Huh? Hanyena's friend asked, did he come with you too, Ye-na? How come? Hanyena glanced back at Jung Min-jun and smiled softly. It just turned out that way. Jung Min-jun, you know them too, right? Jung Min-jun replied, yes. One friend leaned in and whispered, but Ye-na and Jung Min-jun, that is a really strange pairing. Another friend laughed. I am more surprised that Jung Min-jun is still alive. Hey, you are too harsh. Another friend scolded. Amal asked, but Ye-na, what about your parents? Hanyena began sweating. Anyway, there is too much to talk about. Let us talk later. We can see each other again, right? Yeah. We are staying in this building. her friend answered. Okay, see you later, Han Yena said. Jung Min-jun listened quietly as the girls chatted. A little while later, a rice cooker and several eggs sat on the table. Ha Do-hyun asked, an underground tunnel? Kang Hak-cheol, balancing on crutches, replied, since all the Han River bridges are blocked, I was thinking of going to Gangnam through the Line 5 underground tunnel. That is why I came to Gunja Station on Line 5. Ha Do-hyun sighed. Of course, we thought about that too. The problem is, right now it is difficult, especially with our current situation and manpower. Unless a helicopter comes to pick us up, getting to Gangnam is nearly impossible. He added, if you stay here for a few days, you will not even think about going anywhere. Come on, let us go down to the station. I will show you what the platform looks like now. At Gunja Station, inside the dim station corridors, Ha Do-hyun gestured at a heavy fire shutter. Back then, this fire shutter helped block the infected. Now, except for patrol teams, entry is prohibited. But at first, several survivors lived down here. We even slept on the floor. Fortunately, there were convenience stores inside, so surviving for a few days was manageable. They continued walking down the Line 5 passage. A zombie groaned. Ooh. Ha Do-hyun continued. I went to the next station, Akasan Station, once before. That place was filled with infected. I do not know whether a screen door on Line 5 broke open or infected came from the trains, but eventually they flowed into this area too. There are quite a few infected in the tunnel as well. It is dangerous, but someday, like you said, I want to open a major route to cross the river through the Line 5 underground tunnel. But we do not have the capacity yet. All our manpower has gone into building wire fences and barricades around the shelter and expanding the safe zones. And even if we break through the tunnel and cross, if the government or Songpa and Gangdong districts have blocked the other side, then we truly have no solution. Jung Min-jun began sweating heavily. He spoke cautiously. I sometimes have infection symptoms flare up, and only then, strangely, infected do not attack me. My physical condition becomes the worst, like I am about to collapse. But during that moment, I am safe even among infected. So if the symptoms appear again, how about I cross that tunnel first? Ha Do-hyun stared at him, stunned and speechless. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.